popular popular movie.
Chuck and I are going to be talking about being homies. We're going to get into talking about history's greatest homies and whether or not that's a thing. And we're going to talk about some ride or die homies who maybe have changed the world a little bit. Welcome back to Are You Shitting Me? I am one of the hosts, Brett. With me, as always, my co-host, Chuck.
Hey, Brent, how you doing today?
I am awesome. How are you?
All right. Super excited to do this homies episode.
Me too.
Yeah.
Are we homies, Chuck?
We're homies, man. We got.
Okay.
I wear this homie shirt in honor of you today because I knew you'd have
Thanks.
yours on.
Well, I couldn't find the black ones. I and all of our viewers appreciate it.
Yeah, I don't know if they do, but yeah. I mean,
They do. Today's episode is called My Homie, and Chuck and I are going to be talking about being homies. Before we do that, Chuck.
Maybe it was the label, maybe it was the name. Could be gold, but totally lame. What are we sipping on?
Chuck, did you get a beer?
I did get a beer.
Okay. Today we're going to be trying from Breakside Brewing Company or Brewery in Portland, Oregon. We've got My Homie, a West Coast India Pale Ale. Oh, Chuck, I am so proud of you, Chuck.
Went out to the store and got it this morning.
I know how you like to keep it fresh, so yeah.
You know it did.
Have you ever had anything from Breakside before?
I don't think I have.
I've never heard of them until I saw this. Breakside Brewery, Portland, Oregon. They opened in 2010. It looks like they have about 8 locations or more. This is an American IPA, West Coast IPA. It's got cashmere, nectaron, mosaic hops. It says it's got a pina colada smell or flavor or something. I don't know. You get that?
Mosaic hops, melon, fruit, pina colada.
You get the right glass today, Chuck. I'm proud of you.
It's the same glass I always drink out of.
All right, so this is a 7% ABV.
Ooh.
It's got 48 IBU.
I'm just going to tell you one thing not to do before you record a podcast that you're going to try a beer on is brush your teeth. It really just throws the flavor out.
Got it. By the way, 3.91 rating out of 5 on Untapped out of only 900 ratings, so not that many, but it's still got a good ooh. You know what? I think this is going to be like the one that we had not too long ago. That
The beer smoothie?
yeah, it was kind of harsh and a little bit bitter at first.
Yeah, that's what this is.
And-
But this is what I don't like about IPAs. I don't know. You get that strong hop flavor right up front. I don't like it.
Well, yeah, I'm with you, and that's also why I don't like IPAs. This does not at least taste like a pine tree, so that's good.
I don't taste any pina colada in there though.
I
Mosaic
don't know
mosaic hops, definitely.
I don't know.
Cashmere, I don't even know if I know what that's supposed to taste like.
It's soft.
That makes me think of the Led Zeppelin song, Cashmere. I don't know, but.
All right. Hey, by the way,
spelled
Chuck, I got an update for you. So we
Yeah.
have made it to some new countries, 2 since we last reported. So
One is Finland.
No.
Oh, Romania.
and Italy.
Get out of here.
Interestingly enough, those 2 countries played each other on June 11th of this year in the European Under-21 Championship football soccer for us Americans. Guess who won?
Italy.
Yep.
Yeah.
So thought that was interesting, though, that 2 countries we just made it to. So
I actually have Romanian roots in my family tree by my mother's side.
you got some homies in Romania?
I
That's
got
cool.
some homies.
We're making it all around the world, but we are still missing 14 states.
How do you think we got out there? I'm trying to think about what did we talk about the last episode?
Well, I tell you what, I think that the sport episode was instrumental in us getting to some
Oh,
of these random countries.
We did, yeah, because we did talk about that Italian sport, and I'm not going to even try to remember it and pronounce it again, where it's like a combination of rugby, boxing, and UFC and foot and yeah, that one that's like
And synchronized swimming.
oh, if the swimmers could beat the shit out of each other, then yeah,
Right?
that would be
entertaining.
was-
A swimming event where you actually get to attack your opponent. That would be
Jesus.
awesome.
Just get the shit beat out of you.
Underwater. Anyway, 14 states we still haven't made it to. One of them is Kentucky, and I don't know how that happened because I did that
Kentucky Blue.
Kentucky Blue. You're my boy, Blue.
That's interesting.
Anyway, we'll see if that changes anytime soon.
I like it.
You know, speaking of Kentucky, Chuck, it's time for my favorite segment on AYSM. Something I learned while avoiding real responsibilities.
Here's something I learned while avoiding real responsibilities.
Did you learn something this last couple weeks?
Well, according to AI, Brett,
Yeah.
a fascinating fact that close friends, by some research, share approximately 1% of their DNA, a genetic similarity comparable to being fourth cousins, suggesting that a shared biological connection may contribute to the chemistry that draws people together. Now, I think this is utter complete bullshit because it's I'm calling AI out right now because I don't see how that's possible when you meet different kinds of people all over the world that you could possibly be fourth cousins with them or whatever related or whatever. So
Okay. Well,
maybe there is something in people's DNA makeup that does make them closer to other people. That might be true.
Well, okay. So the fact that people might have a relationship, that doesn't surprise me. You look back at somebody who came over on the Mayflower, like 3 million descendants. I'm just making up a number. So the fact that, you know, if you go back 7 generations, there's a possibility that people are related. Sure, I believe that. Do I think that being related makes people become homies? I don't know.
Look how many families fall apart because they can't even get along with their closest brothers and sisters,
Right.
Or whatever.
Or whatever.
Yeah, whatever. That asshole cousin that you have, whatever it is, you know. I'm not really referring to any of my cousins.
Well, no.
None of them are that.
We're changing topics today. Chuck
Yeah.
is going to air grievances about his cousin. Go.
This son of a bitch, let me tell you, like,
What a dick. I'm sorry. Was that your new something you learned? Or is
yeah,
that
there's
not-
something else I also learned today, Brett. The longest English word is 1,089,819 letters long, and I would like to know what that word is.
You amaze me. It's 189,819.
What did I say? Didn't I say that?
1,089.
Oh. It's- okay.
Well, it's a chemical name for the protein titin. It's not practical to pronounce that word, Chuck. Titin. Oh yeah, I do my research. Now, since you asked, Chuck, the longest word in the dictionary is pneumono-ultramicroscopic silico-volcanoconiosis.
Okay, that just sounds like someone being an asshole. Like it, that's really what that is. They're just like, you're gonna give me the liberty of naming this whatever it is, and I'm just gonna be an asshole about it.
Right. Like,
Yeah.
well, how many letters are in the longest word? I'm going to beat it by 1.
Why don't you just
Yeah.
call it Bob? I mean, come on, man.
Something I learned. I'm going to keep it simple. And again, I'm going to relate it to Kentucky. The Kentucky Derby is widely cited as the oldest continuously held major sporting event in the U.S., running every
Really?
year since 1875.
That's a pretty cool fact. I like that.
I know, right? I thought that was fun.
I dig it.
That's something I learned while avoiding real responsibilities, Chuck. Let's get into our homie discussion.
Homies.
I did some research on all this. Apparently, the term homie, or it was back in the day, homeboy, homegirl, dates back to the 1920s.
I didn't know it went back that far.
How far back did you think it went?
1980s.
Well, see, I was going to guess 1990s. So,
Yeah, 1980s is when I thought it was. So I was actually a dork, and I looked up.
no, that's not being a dork. That's doing your job.
Well, so David Gonzalez, he was a comic strip writer. I think this was in the LA area where they have the Latin gangs and that culture and the way that they dress and the lowriders. A lot of cool things came out of that. But he actually did this comic strip in 1980 and then produced in 1998 120 figurines from the comic strip. And they were called Homies. And I actually started looking into it, and it's pretty interesting. But he went on to make lots of money off of it, and it became a thing, its own little subculture. I thought it was kind of interesting. Yeah.
I'm not familiar with the Homies brand.
Yeah, just check it out when you can. You'll see the figurines. It's pretty neat.
In my due diligent research, it was implied that certain rappers like Ice Cube, Tupac, Snoop Dogg kind of helped, I'm going to say revitalize the word homie, because obviously it's been around for a while. And then sitcoms like Fresh Prince kind of turned homie into kind of a word. You know, I did see, I'm sorry, I know you're getting ready to say something, steal it right now. I'm going to say that Damon Wayans had a lot to do with.
Homie don't play that?
That's right.
The
Homie
clown
don't play
character?
that. Homie D Clown off of In Living Color.
That was a great show.
I don't know how long it was in everybody's vocabulary, you know, but it was pretty common. Homie don't play that. Did you come up with any qualifications for being somebody's homie?
Sure, Brett.
So I did. I did a little bit of a dive into what it takes to be somebody's homie. And I think that one of the things is loyalty. You know, I think homies have definitely seen you at your worst, and they don't post about it on social media, you know?
Thank God.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't a thing for us when we became homies. That sounds so stupid. When we became homies. So some other qualifications for being a homie, I think there's definitely some shared secrets, you know, that, you know, only the two of you know, or a small group, and no one is going to get that. No one else is going to get that info, or that's secret. I think too, there's got to be a little bit of unspoken communication. You know, I think that you've just been around each other for so long that, you know, whether it's a look, a grunt, you know what the other person's thinking. It's just like with a spouse.
Yeah. That comes back to bite me in the ass a lot, really, with Marlene, because I have some very predominant facial expressions that explain everything in the matter, you know, like in the matter of 2 seconds. I don't say a word, and she knows exactly.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's misinterpreted, or sometimes I do it and I don't even know I do it, and then I'm in a world of trouble. But then I gotta talk my way out of it.
I know I gave you a look, but I didn't mean it. I'm sorry for the way I looked at you.
Those are true words that come out of my mouth. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I believe it. I think that there's got to be also an element of like unconditional roasting rights. You know, like I am absolutely allowed to make fun of you for anything. I can call you out. You know, I'm allowed to.
As you should.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's more of a thing with guys. I don't know. Women do it to a certain extent. I don't think they do it to the degree. Guys will. You're supposed to be able to take a razzing and a brutal honesty if it's needed, and sometimes just mean, because sometimes we are just mean to each other. Like, we'll just say whatever it is. But that is part of the trust, I guess, that you have in each other, you know?
Yeah, but I think it's, you know, I'm going to call you out. I'm going to make fun of you, and I still got your back, you know?
Sure. Yeah. So there's that acceptance of who they are.
Yeah.
You're still going to be there for it.
I also think you got to have a kind of a ride or die energy vibe that goes on too, either metaphorical or literal, you know, not going to back down when the heat's on. I think those are just some of the ones that I came up with.
So where do you draw the line? What's acceptable?
Well, I think if you're doing something that's just cruel, like if you're beating your wife, I got to draw the line there, you know? In doing this research, there were a bunch of quotes that came up about like best friends and homies. And I always like the one, like, I know this is an odd segue, but it's, you know, a good friend will help you move. A best friend will help you move a body. And that's where I think homies are, you know?
That's a true homie.
You know, like, yeah, best friend will help bail you out. And a homie is somebody who's sitting there in the cell with you going, that was fun. So, yeah, you and I have been homies for, man, like 30 years, right? 25. Yeah, I think we got lucky in a way.
Timing?
That we became, I'm sorry?
Timing?
It's not what I thought you said.
I don't know.
I thought you said vagina.
Oh, no.
I can't wait to hear this story. I don't remember this.
I never
one,
told
Chuck.
you this? Wait, no.
Timing, right place, right time, and we became roommates, and we had a lot of similarities in our past and at that point in our present. So I think it was kind of natural that we became homies.
Yeah, I mean, for us, it was really started from the industry, just hanging out with people that worked in the same industry and friends of friends. And then that's how we became friends.
Let's talk about some ride or die homies from history. Did you do your homework? You got some?
I guess so. There's a couple ways I want to, like, most of the ones I have are from pop culture because I think it's more of what people can identify with. But
Okay.
there was this real interesting friendship that came up, which I never knew about, was between Mark Twain and Helen Keller. And did you see that? And
I'd never heard of it before.
And I didn't even know that they existed at the same time. I don't think I ever put that together. But they met in 1895, and they had a mutual admiration, support, and inspiration of like Twain's writing and whatever.
And Helen Keller surviving.
Yeah, they remain close friends, considering Twain a dear friend and viewing their connection as a significant bond that continued throughout their life. So they were definitely homies. I thought that was a real interesting one.
Yeah.
And then you want to talk about some tragic friendships in history.
Okay. Well, I do want to talk.
Julius Caesar and Marcus Brutus. Brutus, a trusted friend and ally of Caesar, but he also plotted out Caesar's assassination. We've all seen the story. We've seen the plays. We've seen all the spin-offs of it. Yeah. Everybody knows this, especially if you grew up Catholic. What's the most biblical, tragic friendship?
I don't know. I feel like you put me on the spot.
Judas
Jesus.
Priest and Jesus. Judas being one of his apostles betrayed him after the Last Supper, leading Jesus' crucifixion. It's in the Bible, man.
Judas Priest.
Judas the Priest. You know Judas Priest.
The band.
Breaking the law.
Yeah. Breaking the law. Breaking the law. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
I didn't even think about it until I looked it up.
I didn't either. We could really do a whole another episode on like
Biblical?
tragic friendships. Well, biblical, but tragic friendships. Yeah. It sounds like you have more in your list, but I'm going to interject here.
No, go ahead.
So I did one of the first ones that comes to mind when I think of like famous homies. Well, Lewis and Clark are obviously two historical figures, and they charted half the country after the Louisiana Purchase. Lewis and Clark went to the northwest, and Zebulon and his team to the southwest, but they were all charting the country. I always wondered, were they friends? And they were. I think Lewis asked Clark to go with him on this journey because they were friends, and he knew his capabilities, and so that's why they were together. So yeah, but they were actually like BFS. So
Was there a deeper relationship between Lewis and Clark? I always wondered that. They seemed very chummy with each other. I'm just saying. Not that there's anything wrong with any of it.
I thought one of them was like dating or hooking up with Pocahontas.
No, I think there was some kind of arrangement. Wow, okay. All right.
Somebody a little bit more recent that I thought were rivals, but ended up kind of best buds. I got Magic Johnson and Larry Bird.
They were rivals.
But they ended up being friends. best buds.
I just think they came to respect each other.
Oh. Okay, you know what?
Whatever.
It's my list.
I mean, yeah,
I do
it is-
fuck
it
what
is
I
your-
want.
What? Who am I to question?
That's
Just make shit up.
exactly.
All right, that's fine.
Where are the facts? Show me that they list each
Did you
other.
get this from AI?
I got this from Larry Bird.
As AI does not tell the truth.
By the way, he is calling in a little bit later on the show. So
Larry Bird, he's the Indiana boy.
he is. I also thought, right or wrong, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon,
Oh yeah, that's
know?
a good one. Yeah.
right? They're well documented BFFs and homies. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Still to this day.
yeah, right. You have any other historical or just famous homies?
So I got some popular ones, and I actually wanted to go through this list. So pop culture ones, movies. How about Goose and Maverick from Top Gun?
I think that there's a similarity between them and you and I. They weren't BFFs, obviously, before they started. It's not like you go to flight school with your best friend.
I mean, you and I
So they-
became really good friends after we started flying jet fighters. But yeah, I mean,
I remember that one time when you were
Brett,
like
you wanna be my
requesting
co-pilot?
permission to. I remember the time you were requesting permission to
Go
fly
fly
by
over?
the control tower.
Yeah. You're like, no,
oh,
bad
no,
idea.
Chuck, don't you do it.
Bad idea, dude. Bad idea.
But I got your back. Let's go.
We
I
did
remember
it.
that. I remember that time.
We almost
that
got
was
kicked out of the Navy
crazy.
for that. It was nuts.
And the one time we were playing volleyball on the beach, you remember that?
Yeah. In jeans and our shirts off.
Oh, the good old days.
What a scene.
Okay,
Yeah. Okay, Sam and Frodo from Lord of the Rings. Homies or not homies?
I guess technically homies. Oh, what are your thoughts?
In the movie, it seems uncomfortable at times. Like he
Yeah.
was supposed to protect him, and it was his friend and everything, but I don't know. It just seemed like there was a deeper relationship there.
Something going on.
Am I wrong in that? How about Timon and Pumbaa from The Lion King? Disney. Again, you had to watch it with your kids. If you
Tuned.
tell me that you've never seen The Lion King with your kids, I'm going to talk to your kids the next time I see them, too, saying, what the fuck's up with your father doing?
No. We've seen The Lion King.
Okay.
But yeah, okay, yeah,
Timon and Pumbaa. All right.
they're homies. Sure.
All right. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
They're definitely homies.
They've gone through a lot of stuff together. Time traveler.
Still making money.
Well, they just did that remake, too. I think it was in 2020. They did a remake.
Yeah.
Anyway, or a third of the franchise.
Never saw it. Go on.
In fact, I don't think I've ever seen any of the Bill and Ted's movies in entirety.
Those were the two movies that you walked out of? Like, I
I-
can't take this. This is historically inaccurate.
Historically inaccurate. Yes.
Yeah, got to draw a line.
Okay, how about Han Solo and Chewbacca?
Oh, so they are definitely homies.
They're definitely homies, right?
Absolutely.
You talk about getting each other's non-spoken language to each other.
I,
They're all about it.
once again, how come Chewbacca, who understands English, only speaks in Chewbaccanese or whatever their, I don't know what his language
He
is.
doesn't have the genetic vocal structure to do it. He can only do those. It's like your dog. Your dog understands you. So many words, but do they speak English back to you?
Wow. Wow, Chuck. That was deep.
It was, wasn't
Thank
it?
you for joining on this deep moment with Chuck.
Deep thoughts with Chuck.
Jeff.
Jack Handy.
Jack Andy.
Okay, I got one for you.
Okay.
I got to give a little props to the females. So how about Thelma and Louise? They're ready to die for each other, literally.
Have you seen that movie?
Not in entirety. They had some kind of good time, and then they drove off a cliff together in a convertible. That's really all.
Right, holding hands.
They're holding hands. So I figure
Right.
like they got to be pretty tight friends. They're doing that for each other. So
Absolutely. So I also have a list of some very famous duos, if you will. You got Captain Kirk and Spock.
oh wow,
No?
All right.
Oh, yeah, right.
Wow.
I think they were BFFs. Snoopy and Woodstock. Well, this is my who Snoopy is.
Snoopy and Woodstock or Snoopy and Charlie Brown?
Well, Charlie Brown technically was the owner of Snoopy,
Yeah.
so Snoopy and
Who used to
Snoopy and
sleep with
Woodstock was the bird,
Oh, okay. You're right.
the yellow bird.
Snoopy and Woodstock. How did that pairing ever start up?
I think the bird landed on Snoopy when it was sleeping on top of the doghouse.
What kind of bird was Woodstock?
Parakeet.
I'm not
I don't know. I just made that up.
Woodstock and
Gotcha.
Snoopy. That's nice, but parakeets and bull mastiffs don't mix.
Some fictional homies. And-
Cheech and Chong?
They're on my list.
Beavis and Butthead?
They're on my list. Here's my biggest issue with this. The popular friend list that I have, and then the fictional friend list. I mean, they're all fictional friends. But, yeah, I got Cheech and Chong and Beavis and Butthead and Jay and Silent Bob.
Ooh, Jay and Silent Bob. That's a good one.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Wayne and Garth.
Oh,
Wayne's
that-
World.
I don't know how I didn't get that if I got Bill and Ted's because they all came out at the same time.
Yeah. Wayne and Garth, Aurora, Illinois, dude.
How did they ever choose Aurora, Illinois?
Here was my theory, and I've not looked into it. They were doing Second City in Chicagoland, and so they were in and around Chicago, Aurora being a suburb of Chicago. So anyway, I just thought it was interesting because I think I said, all right, come up with some popular friend duos, come up with some fictional homies, and everybody on my list is, except for Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, everybody's fictional. I just thought that was interesting.
Okay.
So, like Mario and Luigi,
They're brothers.
brothers.
Why are they driving around on little carts from Mean Turtles? I don't know. What's going on with them?
I don't know.
They're fucked up.
That's true.
Let's
I
go
did
get
also-
in my little car and drive around from this mean tortoise.
Mean Tortoise. Did you happen to come up with any musical duos?
Songs about friendship?
No, the actual groups, like musical.
Oh,
that
no.
Oh, you
No,
didn't do that.
I did do
Well,
some.
I did.
Okay. All right.
I only have a few on my list.
Yeah.
But I started with old school, Sonny and Cher.
Okay.
I know that they were married at one point, and then Simon and Garfunkel.
Definitely.
As far as I know, never married. Great
Not-
duo.
Not homies, though. That's why they broke up. They did not get along.
That's a good point.
They came to odds.
Ironically, that goes to my next musical duo, Daryl Hall and John Oates.
Not homies.
Not homies.
They broke up. Yep.
I'm sure it was
This game should be homies or not homies. Go ahead. What's your next one?
Eminem and Dr. Dre.
Oh, definitely homies.
Oh, okay.
They never
Well,
speak bad about each other.
So there you go.
Or 50 Cent, for that matter. Never says a bad
Okay.
word about Eminem, and Eminem never said a bad word about him. But yeah. Definitely.
All right.
One thing I did, I got 3 movies that I think are good. I call them group homie relationships
Oh, okay.
that represent. So one that we grew up with, Stand By Me.
Okay.
I know we talked about this movie. I think this is a movie that you said that you didn't like at first, but you ended up liking it. One of the best movies of the 80s, The Outsiders.
Oh,
That's a true groupie homie movie about literally a gang, like 2 gangs
Yeah.
that were
Yeah.
going against each other's. And here's
right.
one.
They'd have dance-offs like South Park.
I guess this was around the time of when the word homie was around, but I don't think when it was popular. How about the movie The Warriors?
Warriors.
Those guys had some true homies,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good movie.
That was a good movie.
You'll probably watch it tonight.
Really? I'm betting you don't.
You
What's
and-
your on that?
You don't have any control over it.
It's not just watching it, it's actually staying awake through it.
Yes.
I know. I get it.
All right, going into songs.
Let's do it.
I bet I know you have one on here that's going to be the same. I got 3 on here.
Oh, I'd like to hear this, Chuck.
Okay, so the first song, whenever anybody says the word friends, this song always comes back to me. And this is a 1984 hip hop song called Friends from the band Houdini. And I don't know if you're familiar with them. Friends was a popular song from their Escape album.
Oh,
That's my first one.
all right.
What else? You got?
All right, so I
What
got
do you
one
got?
for you then.
Yeah.
So I have a couple, for example, James Taylor, You've Got a Friend.
That was by originally by Carole King, though, and
Yeah.
somebody else.
But-
My other song is by Led Zeppelin, 1970 song named "Friends," which is a great song.
Right. That goes, I'll be there for you. No?
Nah, son.
Oh, sorry. That's the Friends. I can't believe you just did that. I got a couple that come to mind there, Chuck. I got well, I think, Lean on Me. Good old Bill Withers wrote Lean on Me.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
With a little help from my friends, the Beatles. So,
Can't go wrong with the Beatles, right?
yeah, or Joe Cocker, whichever version you prefer.
Both good versions.
Yeah, I think, who sang it better, Chuck?
I like both of them equally.
Oh.
I think the Joe Cocker remix, he did a real good job with it. He kind of made it his own, which I like when people do the remakes. They kind of do a different version of
Little screaming.
which encapsulates them,
That's a big
them
word
a
for
little
you.
bit more as anything more than 5 letters encapsulates him as an artist. So I like that one.
The Rembrandts, of course, I'll Be There for You is, it is the Friends theme. So, very much a Friends song.
Yeah.
Wow.
How about "Friends in Low Places" by Garth Brooks?
Well, I guess it's kind of an interesting Friends song because I think those are like shady friends, but I think they're friends, right?
"Friends in Low Places."
Yeah.
Much your drinking buddies you meet at the bar that you probably don't spend any other time with, other than outside the bar.
Drinking.
We all have the drinking friends.
Yeah. I got honorable mention, though. I like I don't know why, but the White Stripes, We're Going to Be Friends. Something about that song.
Oh,
is
yeah.
Just a fun little
I
ditty.
think we're gonna be friends. Yeah,
It's
that's a good song.
in my mind, not a very typical White Stripe song,
not at all.
but
So,
maybe that's
Jack
what I like
White's
about it.
he's a very talented individual.
I know you're a big Saweetie and Doja Cat fan, right?
Ah, that's a great song right there.
Woody and Buzz. Buzz Lightyear
Yes.
and Woody.
Yeah.
Actually, you know who I forgot? I don't even have it, but I just remembered Dumb and Dumber.
Oh yes.
Yeah, Harry and Lloyd. All right, Chuck. So let's get into it. Our AYSM homie dream team. You're supposed to pick 3 duos, Chuck, but you probably have more than that. You probably have 6. So what is your the best homies? Go.
Okay. I'm saying Bill and Ted, Timon and Pumbaa, and my number one group homie, Han Solo and Chewbacca. They save each other's lives. I mean, come on. I guess Goose and Maverick do too, but
Until one of them
they
dies.
They didn't get into as many. Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
Good job.
Spoiler
Good
alert.
job, Maverick.
It's because he's reckless in the air or whatever. All right. Well, so here's my dream team.
Oh,
so
that's when the Iceman puts him in his place. I don't like you because you're reckless. Yep.
So my
Permission to
dream
do a
team-
flyby, Brett.
Denied. All right. So I yes, I have Han Solo and Chewbacca. I have Snoop Dogg and Eminem.
Okay.
I think it could also be Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre. Either way.
Yeah, I think it's more Dre and Eminem, but go ahead. That's fine. There's actually a movie where Eminem just put out that he dissed Snoop. So
What?
I don't know what the beef is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something happened.
Great. All right. And then so anyway, any combination of those guys. And then my number one pick for my dream team is John Lennon and Paul McCartney. I mean, the duo, that friendship duo just changed rock and roll and music as we know it.
But I'm wondering, like, how much of friends were they?
Well, I think initially it was close, and I think they were still friends. I think that they just also spent so much freaking time together. It just kind of
much
wore
time
itself thin.
together.
So, all right. So I'll put it out to our listener, Chuck. Who's got the better Dream Team squad? Check out the poll on Spotify and cast your vote. Who's got the better Dream Team, me or Chuck? That's good stuff.
All right.
Chuck.
Way to finish up the episode, Brett. It almost
Thanks,
seems
buddy.
like we did it in 2 parts.
It does seem like it. All right. We were drinking My Homie by Breakside Brewery in Portland, Oregon, in case you forgot. It's a IPA, and I don't know. I thought it was pretty good.
I liked it. It was a good beer.
Yeah? You got a rating for it?
I got a 6.
Yeah, of course you do. Yeah, I'm going to... You know what? I liked it. I'm going to give it a solid 4. So
A solid 4.
I think the people should be following us, Chuck. Checking us out on Instagram and Facebook.
Any other place you get your podcast from?
Absolutely. So make sure you follow, subscribe, leave a review.
Yeah, we encourage reviews. So,
Absolutely.
Leave a review.
We got a
appreciate
few.
it. Thank you.
They were good.
Were they?
Yeah. They're old. but,
sister?
I think it was before.
okay.
I think it was before your time, Chuck. So.
Of course. What an asshole.
What a friend.
Yeah. This is
See
just
how
the
I did
homie
that?
episode.
Yep. All right. Well, that's been our homie episode. Make sure you let us know if we forgot anybody. I think we hit everyone, every friend in history. I can't wait. Next time, we're going to be talking about